S.L.Hutchinson, also known as the Book Baker. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be doing the BookTube newbie tag, and that's going to kind of explain what I plan to do with my channel now and introduce myself to the BookTube community. So without further ado, here we go. Question number 1. Why did you start this channel? Originally I started this channel because I wanted to do silly things in a corset and in a ball gown, and so I started doing those, but then I realized it wasn't really sustainable, so I decided to change things up and talk about books instead. Question number 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? So what I bring is my cooking and baking experience. So I plan to take fictional food and turn it into real world food and just bring recipes and things together, and it'll be fun. I plan on being able to let people live in their fictional world a little longer through food and baking and cooking. Question number 3. What are you most excited about for this new channel? So I'm most excited to start building a community around myself and around books, so that I can talk about different things and build an audience for eventually for my own books, but to just really be a part of the community that's already existing and build kind of my own community at the same time. So that's what I'm excited for. Question number 4. Why do you love reading? So I love reading because the power of story is just so immense and so impactful. There is so many different things that you can learn, so many different things that you can come to understand. We've been using story since the dawn of time, since the ancient Greeks used their mythology to explain natural phenomena, to the Bible parables, to modern day fiction full of social critique. So there are just so many wonderful things that we can learn to understand through the power of the written word. I one day hope to wield the power of words myself so that I might be able to impact the world for the better. Question number 5. What book or series got you into reading? So probably the series of Unfortunate Events, but the book that really solidified my love of reading was Ella Enchanted. I just loved how spunky and Cinderella-y it was at the same time. I loved it. I loved it. It was so good. So that's what really solidified my passion for the written word, was that book. Question number 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I wouldn't really ask them anything because they've already basically answered all the questions that I would and do have on their own channels, so there's nothing new for me to add. Question number 7. What challenges do you think starting a BookTube channel will be the hardest to overcome? So that'll be consistency, because I have 3 kids, I'm trying to write my own books, I'm trying to just balance life in general, and so uploading once a week is going to be a challenge, but it's one that I'm going to try and accomplish. Time will tell to see whether or not I succeed there. Yeah. Question number 8. When did you start reading? So I started reading at the same age everyone does, at 5 years old. When you're in kindergarten, you start learning to read. But I'm a really, really slow reader, and so I didn't actually get into reading until I was about 13. Question number 9. Where do you read? I read basically everywhere and anywhere. I don't really have a specific place that I go to. My favorite spot is my hammock, but I will read wherever I am, just kind of doing whatever I'm doing whenever I get the chance. Question number 10. What kind of books do you like to read? So I love reading all sorts of different books. My favorites is YA fantasy and fantasy in general, but I also really love classic literature. Jane Austen is one of my personal favorites. I love reading certain nonfiction. I like reading middle grade. I like reading basically a little bit of everything and anything, and it just, depending on my mood, it will depend on what I choose to read. That's me, and that's my new BookTube channel. Subscribe if you want to see some book baking and other fun little things that I plan on doing, and some book reviews. Okay, bye!